Today I'm checking out Make Me Wonder by Official髭男dism, which is a band that, to be honest, I don't really know much about. But seeing that they have a new anime opening for the winter this season, I want to check out what it's all about. And I'm going to be looking at this through my personal lens as a music producer, but of course a lifelong fan of anime and Japanese music. So make of that what you will, but I hope that we learn something together by doing this here. So let's jump into it. Pause, sorry. One of the things that just stands out immediately about this song is just how kind of bright it sounds. There's something quite unique about his melody as well. So we're starting the song with a D major chord. But the kind of whole context of everything else is around F major, you know, slash, let's call it D minor. So they're kind of blurring the lines. Is it major? Is it minor? I don't know. And the melody on top just sort of focuses on highlighting kind of the brighter notes in those chords by singing the third, like intentionally. Very, very cool. Let's keep going. This is crazy. Okay, that's great. So they're really leaning into this. You know, they're doing this thing where they're like, they just don't want to play D minor. This is one of those songs where they're just constantly changing, essentially replacing that chord. D minor, no. Give me D major, right? Give me D major 7. Really vibey. But all of the regular motions we hear in like J-rock are still taking place, but just taking us to a brighter place. And we have the 4, 5, 3, and then we would have the minor 6, but then instead they just go back to the 4. That's fine. It's often commonly used and replaced. But then we go to the 2, and then the 3, and then again we might expect that 6 minor, but no, it's major. Just like a really nice change in flavor there. And it's interesting how in more recent years, we're getting a lot more of this modal mixing, you know, this kind of borrowing of chords to get a bit of a different flavor, whether it's something brighter or darker than expected. And by the way, if you like deep dives on music theory, composition, and production for songs like this, then make sure you subscribe because I have some more videos coming on these topics. But more on that later. Let's go back to the song. Wow. Okay, hold on. He's an incredible singer. Like, I know that like this band is really good, but this is really fun, like expressive, but powerful and free. Like there's just so much freedom in his voice while still sounding powerful with the band. Wow, wonderful. Like this is really cool because we're getting that same riff from the beginning, right? But his vocal melody has just completely changed for the chorus. It sounds great, like fantastic. Let's keep going. Cool. I dig this. Just fantastic phrasing. Like, maybe I will. Okay. If you have any recommendations for songs by this band, please let me know in the comments. I'm assuming this is one of their more upbeat, brighter songs. But man, this is groovy. Like, I did not expect that. There's just a lot of syncopation all over the place. Like, the guitars and the bass and then the singing, the phrasing is just like so occasionally angular, not constantly angular, just enough to give the music momentum to move forward. This is fantastic. Let's keep going. 世界もルールもヒントも変わる思い出してよ L と R の向こうにも訪れた空間の不確か仮に恋愛対象そうでもハッピーなエンドじゃないことざらにあるそうでしょ悲しみのリスクもでかいだろうなんてsay論が深いな Beautiful. Okay, there's a lot of musicality in this. One of the really important concepts to understand, you know, if you're producing, if you're writing your own music, is a little bit of variety is so important so that you don't just simply copy paste your idea or your performance. In this case, they're not doing that. Like, yes, they're taking kind of the similar, you know, essentially the chords. Yes, they're shifting it and copy pasting it over there. But the way that they're bringing that to life, that is not a copy paste. There's new rhythms, there's new keyboard lines, there's all this like ear candy tickling your ears. Beautiful stuff. That is something I really value just in terms of giving songs more repeat value. These are the songs that will really, you know, you're going to be chewing on them for weeks, if not months, you know, as you're discovering and, you know, getting attached to different parts of it. So I really like that. But let's see, what is this heavy section about here? Okay. Oh! Whoa, okay. Fantastic. I love that. Notice the change in mixing style for that chaotic section, by the way. Those guitars are coming so much more forward, kind of in your face, quite literally. The vocalist is a little bit farther away. He's not right in your face like in the chorus. He's a little bit pushed back into the background. He's, you know, just jamming and screaming, soaring high, but he's sort of getting farther away from us. That is a very specific, you know, decision that they've made to create that chaos. On top of that, I'm hearing a lot of delay, a lot of swirling, overlapping things happening with those guitars. It sounds like there's multiple guitar tracks, like potentially, I mean, my guess would be 3 to 4 kind of on the foreground, and then on top of that you have the rhythm guitars kind of chugging those rhythms, and the bass guitar. So really, really dense section, really cool stuff to hear. And then they did like this, what was that last chord? Yeah, just like on that diminished. That's neat. I appreciate that, you know, they are so willing and stoked to be in this major land of D major and all this stuff they're doing. But then they're like, no, let's get heavy. Let's just end it on that like ugly, diminished chord, just like tritone, really. It's all that they're playing, but fantastic. Okay, let's see what else. This bridgy thing sounded interesting. Notice the note that he's really droning on here. Right? He's really digging into that A. Why the A? It is one of those things where, you know, the harmony is shifting and it's doing all these, again, kind of mode mixing in the background. And that particular note just kind of settles in nicely with the rest of the band. It's not, you know, disruptive. It doesn't sound jarring. But he's creating a lot of tension by holding on to that. We don't get a lot of situations where like the lead singer is doing a drone, like just droning on that note like that. We often have like a guitar on the sides or a synth or a little piano thing droning on the top. But the fact that they're doing it here with the vocals is really cool. Let's keep going though. Oh my gosh! Holy crap, this is beautiful. Just like so much going on, you know, between the syncopation on those changes in the chords, you know, the transitions, the break, the tension, the rhythmic tension that they're creating, and then just giving you those stops right when you're kind of waiting for them, and they happen in a moment that they're interesting, but it's never the moment that you think it is. Honestly, like all that flashy stuff with rhythm, like that's fun. That's just fun. What I'm really impressed by is just like the harmonies sort of sweeping in from underneath and just creating this like climax towards the end here. At the same time, you got these guitars riffing that, you know, in a way that is similar to the original chorus, but now extending and kind of continuing through the chord progression. Let me just show you what I mean, like if we back up a little bit. And then when it gets to the top, it's like wow, wow, wow. Just like it starts falling back into place. It's like okay, it's going too high. No, bring it back down. Wow, that's great. Whew. Okay, that is one of my favorite songs I've heard today, like easily. The playful shift back and forth on the harmony is fantastic. His singing, oh wow. Again, I've heard some other songs before, but this one, something about it is so free and just like wow, just so fun. And as a side note, within the world of J-rock, kind of creating a little bit of a brighter feeling that, you know, in recent times we're seeing more and more of this, as I mentioned earlier. So I think that's really great to see, but I mean, they're executing it in a way that is not cheesy to me. It's not, you know, kind of like, I think if the rhythms had been a little too on the nose and like too straightforward, then it might have been a little kind of hokey pokey. But the fact that they're adding all these jagged rhythms throughout the song, that really helps. And then you have these like great, beautiful pre-choruses and that bridge with these like lush synths and keyboards, just like so atmospheric, and then broken up with this chaos in the middle with like this kind of breakdown section. Really cool stuff. I'm going to leave it there for this video, but if you like more of these deep dives, please let me know if you have any suggestions for songs you'd like me to check out. I'm working on a series of song studies that I'd like to break down and zoom in, and hopefully in the future check out some of the more specific kind of production tricks that they're using to make their voices and their guitars and their drums just sound so great in these modern songs. So if you're into that, make sure you subscribe, and if you enjoy this, give it a like, and consider checking out some of my links in the video description. You can check out some of my work and even learn to make more music like this with me. So we'll see you in the next one. Peace.